Welcome, everybody. Apologies for our tardiness. No problem. We're all here. Um, I'm joined by my good friends Collins and Pete today. What we wanted to kind of do today is just really give you guys a little bit more info about what's going on right now. In other words, we Victory with Ash. Ash has suggested via the OES that we complete this survey and apply for a placement. Now, you can only have a certain number of priority placements. Not everyone can have a priority placement, but that isn't a problem. So, and you've got to bear in mind the numbers of people that actually applied for a priority placement, because in the OES we've seen that there were far more than actually answered the two surveys that Ash had put in. So not everybody is going to be able to get an email when the time is right. Bearing in mind, Ash is working his way through everything at the moment with his team as to who's going to have priority placements. To be fair, we don't know whether they're going to be 5, 10, 50, 500, 2,000. We don't know. Priority placement doesn't mean to say that you're not in. It just simply means these are the guys that you can get a link from. End of story. So, once they're announced, and everybody that does get a priority placement will get an email, and from that they will also get a link to be able to share. So you can then choose who you wish to work with, whether it be Pete, Collins, myself, or any of the other guys that have heard of, listen to, can relate to. I think that's the key here, can relate to. So don't panic, no matter what. There are going to be placements. Now, what's likely to happen, and what Mike Ellis suggested, was that this could take about a month. Now, again, we don't know whether it could be sooner than that or longer than that. And I suppose in a way he's guessing as to what he would like to see. So once we've got that month, there are going to be things in there for the priority placement people to have a look at, check out, and be able to offer their links out to others. And then it's a case of taking things from there. So what are your thoughts, Collins?
Thank you, Andy. I have a lot. So there's just a lot in my mind when I was looking at stuff today. Like you rightly said, there will be Ash is sorting out everything, and there's just a lot for Ash to do to come up with those who will be selecting for the priority placement position. But there are a couple of things I just want to say today, just want to bring to all of us our attention. We saw the message, the pop-up in the OES today, and I picked a couple of things which really resonate with me, and I think it's wise for us to look into it. Ash said something. He said with victory with Ash, he said this is a new beginning, a completely fresh start with a new structure, a new purpose, and a new way forward. So he is taking us into something new, and when you look at this, you feel like, okay, I just want to be excited, because I know sometimes in life we are really static. We're stuck in the old way. There are people who never wanted change. Just like change is something that they don't just want to hear. And in this modern day and age, if you refuse change, you will be left behind. The world is moving and the world will not wait for you. Sometimes companies take different turn if they discover that what they are doing will not fulfill the purpose of what they want to achieve. They will take a different turn. It happens. It's not only Mr. Ash Mofara who is doing it. A lot of company, those who refuse to take different turn, what happened? They collapse. So we need to be dynamic. We don't have to be static. I always say this thing, human beings need to be dynamic, not static. Because when you are static, the world will not wait for you. So now, this is a fresh start, new beginning. And I said something again in the pop-up. He said, our priority is centered on responsibility and not entitlement. So even if you have that priority position, it is not an entitlement. It is a heavy responsibility that is placed on you, on all of us, whoever will get it. It is a responsibility for call to action, to perform certain tasks, to help others, to uplift others, to be there when you are needed. I said you have to be present. It said you have to be available at all times. One of the old news I said, you need to be available at all times. So you need to be someone who is there to help others. Regardless of what, you are there. So it is a responsibility and not an entitlement. That is what Ash is giving us. Even if you don't have the priority position, a placement position, just the fact that you are coming, Ash is bringing you into victory with Ash, is still not an entitlement. It is a responsibility, because it's like you coming in to learn so that you can help others as well. So together, when we help each other, what happens? We grow with each other. So every position, regardless if it's a priority placement position or or a normal one where someone said, okay, this is it coming, it is not an entitlement. It is a responsibility, a very big responsibility placed on all of us if we have the opportunity to come in. So that is the other one. And I said again, say, what is past is past. What is past is past. Our eye and our effort are focused on the future. So whatever whatever you've had in the old system, forget about it. It is gone. Just bin it, clean your mind, empty your head, come as someone who is ready to take a different journey. Sometimes you want to go somewhere, the road blocks, you need to take it and reroute yourself again with fresh start, fresh sound of mind, and the road ahead. All of us want to meet up. Why are we here? We are here because we expect so much. We want to uplift people through the platform that Ash will give us. So wherever Mr. Ash Mufara is, or whatever Mr. Ash Mufara is bringing us, it is a blessing, because we know he will lead us to that point where we will take it ourselves and then run with it. He is playing his part, so that he's preparing that platform for us to come, participate, and then do what we want to do to achieve what we want to achieve. So we just need to forget about the past, wipe it, because when you're stuck in the past, it's difficult for you to really concentrate and see what lies ahead of you. I just want to clean my head, bin it, gone, it's finished. I don't want to think about it anymore. I just want to think about now what I'm thinking. Last night I was talking to Peter. What we are thinking now is victory with Ash. What is it that is there? How are we going to approach this system? What are the courses that are there that we would take it, learn it, understand it, and then help others the best way we can? The next one, which I picked, is it said there will be customized training program available exclusively with members who have joined Victory with Ash. Means it is customized. You cannot take it out of Victory with Ash. And one other thing I was thinking tonight, I said something this afternoon. I know some people will try to behave stupid. They think like they can just download, take it out. In most of the workplace I've worked, Andy, I think you know this. When you take a video from a workplace, you try to download it on a different laptop or USB. What happens? It corrupts. You try to load it. It will not work, because that is not the official environment. That is not the designated environment. You tried it, you go out and say, why is this video not working? It's because you copy it from a secured environment and you want to run it somewhere. That environment is not the environment. So, and when you try to do that, you will be caught, because the security level will be tough. That's what I was thinking today. That's my opinion. That's what I was thinking today. It's a customized, tailor only for the business Ash is bringing. So when you come in, you take your course, you study. That is a customizable program for you to learn, and the program is to help you, to empower you, to equip you when you get into that big, bold, beautiful dream, what you will be doing. So Andy, I will leave it there for now. I just want to bring that.
Thanks, Collins. Yeah, no, thanks, Collins. I appreciate that. I mean, we all know that this is a new opportunity. What we don't know at this stage is exactly what shape it will take. But Pete, what are your thoughts on what's going on right now?
Oh, hi everybody. Well, let's look at from the beginning. Obviously it's been overwhelming. Obviously, with all the people that's filled in the application. Ash has said in the latest message back from Ash that it's even more than the surveys that we had combined. So we've got a lot of people to obviously go through to see who's going to get these priority positions. Now, I liked it, Andy, when you sort of said, well, when we get our priority position, it doesn't mean to say that this here is going to get a priority position.
No, sure. I mean,
I know what you meant. I'm just having a bit of a tease, but obviously, we're all nervous. We're all waiting. We're in anticipation of that waiting list to see if we are going to be invited to this, to having this special privileged position. But to be honest, if I don't get this position, I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm going to be looking for one of the people who I feel that I can work with and work with them. And as Collins has said, we've got to forget about the old, but obviously we've had a journey with the old and we've learned a lot from that old business, and we're not going to bring any of that into this new business that we're obviously going into. But we've made a lot of friends and we know people that we want to work with. Okay, so that's a good thing that's come out of that. Okay, so I know the people that I want to work with, and like Collins has said, we are open to obviously help people. We're going to go, if we're one of these people, the chosen few, going to go through to this priority position, and we can go through and learn obviously the training, and then we're invited to give the links out, then we'll give the links out. But one thing that Red and other people have said, they're only going to give these links out to people that they want to work with. It's no good giving links out to people, oh yeah, we'll just go in, and they don't really want to do any effort. And you need to put effort in. This is a business. This is what I'm trying to say. Every business has got to have an effort. And with what's happening with Ash, he's obviously going through all these applications, and it's obviously going to take a little bit of time. Once the leaders get the links, if they get the privileged position, and then obviously we'll go through and look at what the program is. I'm quite looking forward to that program. I want to learn what we're going to be sharing with everybody. And obviously, as we share the link, you will then go through the system and learn about, go through this learning program. People say, "Oh, I'm nervous because it's." I've had people say, "Well, I don't know if I can do this learning." It is nerve-wracking because we don't know what we're looking at. But like Ash just said, there's nothing to worry about. It's simple stuff that they've developed that's going to help us understand how to run a business. It doesn't have to be this business. It could be an outside business. He said it's going to help us outside of this business as well. It's going to help us. It's going to help us as individuals to grow, and that's something that I'm looking forward to. We all need to grow in one way or another. But I think what's going to be happening, and obviously in the next week or so, it's going to be exciting. And I think we're all just sort of waiting for that moment when we know who's going to be obviously sharing the links, and we're obviously going to be there, and we're going to be helping everybody possibly that we can. So I'll pass it back to you, Andy, and then I can say a bit more afterwards.
Quite right, Pete. And yes, I kind of overstepped the mark. um, well, from the point of view that we simply don't know. I mean, look, there's a lot of people that have put a lot of effort in over the last 5 or so years. Some longer than others. Guys like Red and Chris and Julie, etc. But you're right. Whoever does get a placement, we should decide who it is that we want to work with, because and it's who you can relate to and how they cope with things, how they deliver things, how they speak to you, and how you think they might be able to help you. So this is a route that everyone's going to take. So it's interesting. But one of the things I loved about Mike's video today, one of the things certainly that's in my heart is financial control. We have systems in place right now that are wanting to start to control your finances, and if we have a way or an opportunity outside of that through what we're doing with Ash, this is extremely exciting, because we get to control what goes on. And that, for me, if I look back over the years, the fact of the matter is that if you're able to control your own system, your own setup, your own fate, you're not controlled by outside sources. That makes a hell of a difference. Because quite frankly, I could have retired 20 years ago and it didn't happen. So onward and upward. And the fact that we're given an opportunity now to be able to look into and learn a little bit more in order to be able to help build our business even better. Collins, anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, Andy. Yeah, so things that I've been having these messages from a lot of founders, let me call it founding members. And sometimes when we come out, we said you need to do something, to work. That they have been asking, so what are we going to be doing? When you talk about work, are we going to do this ABC? I said no. So I give an example. I said, all right, there is nothing. If you don't put in something, you can't get anything. That's the truth about life. Say, if someone give you a shop, are you going to sleep? Who will open the door for you? Who will arrange all the shelves and everything for you? You have to go in and do it yourself. I said, this is exactly what Ms. Ashmafra is doing. When we said, come in and put in the work, it means come in and learn. Come, whatever training program Mr. Ashmafra is providing for us in Victory with Ash, we just need to come in and learn it, understand it, because he is teaching you how to run your own business when we move forward to the new business, whichever platform Mr. Ashmafra wants us to go. But first, Victory with Ash is a learning hub. We need to equip ourselves. We need to learn a lot of things. If you don't know your business, how do you run a business you know nothing about? That's the question I've been asking a lot of people. When you said, when you people are saying, come in and work, how do you run a business you know nothing about? How do you run a business you don't even know which button to push, which thing you need to do, how to put things together? Mr. Ashmafra wants to equip us. So when we talk about come in and put the effort, we are saying come in and learn.
Yeah.
Ash put this, what Ash have put together in Victory with Ash, it is not useless. At one point we will see the benefit of it when we move to the new business, when we cross over that bridge from Victory to Ash to the side Mr. Ashmafra wants us to go. That is when we will see the benefit of it. And if you don't do it yourself, nobody can do it for you. So that's why we said the old is gone. The old where people think that they can come and sleep, and they got up in the morning and see something massive, even that old side wasn't like that. So that mindset, we have to shift from that mindset. The bridge now is to come in, understand why you are here, start to take in as much as possible, because that's what I will do. I will go in, make sure I learn all the program, not only for myself, but I'm thinking, how do I help others? When you call me, I said, all right, this is this. Go and watch that video again. Try to listen very well, understand it, because that's what we have been doing every time. When you work in the place, they always give you a program, a training program. Sometimes I have 2, 3 a month. If I don't do it, they will call me. Human resources said, oh, come on, you have not finished your program. Take time and finish that program, because that is the equipment. If I don't take it, how will I even understand what I'm supposed to do? Because the program is to equip me to understand the business so I can better do things in a way that the company wants. Mr. Ash Mufara is giving us that opportunity to learn, to understand how to run our own business. Let us remember that what Mr. Ash Mufara is giving us, it is our business. It is yours. It is mine. He has given you on a silver platter, but then he wants to equip you to understand and to know why you are what you are doing, just to get that information, that knowledge of running a business. And I think we should really be happy for that, because if we look at the old, none of us even had the idea, no knowledge. We were just guessing. But now they want to equip us, which is really, really good. And I will just appreciate that from Mr. Ash Mufara. So, Andy, let me hand it over back to you.
Thanks, Colin. You're quite right. At the end of the day, with the previous scenario that we had, we weren't really sure what was happening. We were kind of totally reliant on what Ash was going to do. Now we have the capability to be able to learn exactly what's going on, how things work, and how we can take advantage of it. So we all know, for instance, that Ash is a marketing guru. That's his speciality. And if we're able to learn how to market, that's a huge wall to climb over. If we get that opportunity, oh my God, that opens doors that you can't believe, because that's where people make the money, the marketing. You know, if you've got a product, it's all very well having a product, but where the hell do you go with it? Who do you take it to? Where do you post it? What sort of traffic do you buy? Where do you buy it from? How does it work? If Ash is going to help us with this type of information, which is his expertise, oh my word, you know, this is, like you said, Pete, it's exceedingly exciting. And I think everyone's agreed with that. Any final comments you'd like to add, Pete?
Yeah, I'll just go on from what Colin's been saying. I know everybody has heard me say similar things about my business, my conventional business, and Colin's absolutely right. You know, you have to treat a business as a business. You know, when I decided to go into my shop, first of all, I had to find a good position where the shop was going to be placed. Okay, and then just because I've found the right position, I open the doors and I've got nothing on the shelves. Okay, and I've got nothing there, I'm just there. It doesn't mean to say I'm not going to be successful, am I? So you've got to learn about, like when I was obviously with the shop, first thing I had to do was find suppliers. I had to get suppliers. Then I had to fill the shelves. Then I had to get staff. Okay, and then as you build that business, then you get the customers coming in, buying the stuff, the stock off the shelves. This is the same thing. Ash is teaching us, okay, the journey through Victory with Ash. He's going to be teaching us what the business is. Like Andy's just said, it's going to be great information, because we can look at what's on offer, and then he's going to show us how to share what's on offer. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, you know, as I said earlier on, it's a learning program, but it's not the learning that I think people think. I think it's going to be quite a simple process, but it's definitely going to be beneficial for everybody. And then as soon as we've done that and we've learned, we can move on to the next, the big and beautiful what Ash has got to share with us. And we're going to know when we go in there that we've got the key to the door. We're going to open the door. We know what to do. Press the button, and we're off. And I think that's what it's all about: is being prepared. And the preparation is, for any successful business, you've got to have that preparation in front. So
absolutely, absolutely. I think what you've also got to do is do a little comparison here, and I'm not going to use specific figures from your point of view, because I don't know your specific figures, but let's just think about this from a business perspective. Ash is inviting us in for free, okay, and we've got to learn a little bit about how to build a business. Pete has had to set up a business. Like you say, you have to find location, you have to find property. So now you've got to pay for that. Now you've got to pay for the stock, which is ongoing. You've got to pay for the staff, because you can't do this 24/7 yourself. It's an impossibility. Whereas what we've got with Victory with Ash is we've got a system here that's actually going to say, do you know what? Here's the bits that you need. You do that bit and I'll do the rest. This is a time saver, one, but more importantly, a massive, massive money saver. Pete, it must cost you hundreds of thousands a year to be able to run the business properly. But at the end of the day, if we've got a system or a situation where we're shown how to build a business with next to nothing, because that's what we're being given, it is free to enter, as Mike quite rightly said, then, wow, here we go. So this...
Can I just add? I mean,
yeah.
Obviously, with what I've done in my personal life and my business, it's obviously completely different to what Ash is sharing with us. But that expense was out of my pocket. Okay, this expense is out of Ash's pocket. He's given us a system. He could easily sell this system to somebody else. The learning programs and all that he's obviously produced. That is a money earner to Ash himself. But that's to us free. He's given us all this information to help us, and it's free. So it's a fantastic opportunity for everybody. We're all going to come in, we're going to go into Victory with Ash, we're going to learn what Ash has got to share, and then obviously we're going to move on to the next phase. And it's really exciting. It's nerve-wracking, but it's exciting. I can't wait to get my hands on it and learn what we need to learn. Back to you.
Fantastic. Any final points that you'd like to add, Collins?
Yeah, just agree with Peter. Ash is giving us the opportunity to come and learn for free, and we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of thousands. If Ash want to put that particular program out there, they will make a lot of money. A customizable program just for the business. There are people who can just come in and learn for free, take that knowledge, go out and run a business. But Ash is giving us for free. You are coming in, paying nothing. You come into Victory with Ash, you pay nothing, and then you get access to that training program. If we want to compare it, go to Udemy. Say you want to train, say you want to do fishing. Google Udemy or Pluralsight. Check how much it costs you for you to take a program. They will never give you for free. I've been taking a lot of programs that cost there. It's not free. You have to pay for it. But I said, come. I will give you for free. You are coming in for free. Then you learn the program. When you are equipped, that is when Ash will say, okay, now you are successful. We can take you now to this business where you can start your business with Victory, with the new business, which we don't know the name. But within Victory with Ash, it is free. You learn, and this is the beauty. The way they have tailored that program, called set customizable, the way I think about it, it will not be really difficult. The way people think, it will just be a very easy course where you can just sit at your convenience, do it, whatever, how, we don't know how Ash will put it in front of you. You do it, you are successful, you move to the next, successful, move to the next. Until by the time you finish your program, and they say, wow, congratulations, now we can take you over. That's what I'm thinking. That's my opinion. It's not Ash's opinion. But I know it will be so easy So we just have to be excited to go in there, concentrate, spend 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. Me, I tell you, I will spend a lot of hours. It will be like my full time. Full time. It means I'm doing 8 hours or 7.5 hours my job, and I'm doing 7.5 hours again. So put it, I've just added, like Andy, what I'm saying, my job, and then this is my life now. Any other thing come, I've set my priority.
Yeah.
Job and this, and then any other thing can come in any order until I get it right in here where I can start to help the others, because I will put it here. Even Andy, when you tap me, you said, Collins, what is this? I'll tell you, Andy, go here, go here. That's where you see it. That's how my brain functions. And I just believe everyone will go in with that excitement, learn it, because it costs us a lot of money to give us. This is an opportunity you will never get it for someone to give you a customized program for you to come in to train for free. You never get it anywhere. They will put it, you pay after you come in to do business with us. You will pay for it, and then you still pay again for the business to do business with me. I said, no, come for free, learn. When you are ready, I take you over to the business where you start your business, which is really amazing. So, Andy, that's my final saying. We should just be excited and look forward to what is to come. Thank you, Andy and Peter. Yeah,
absolutely. I think, you know, we all see these advertisements for, I'll teach you, here you go, here's some information, but by the way, it's going to cost you X amount, and you go, hold on a second. And then I'm sure you guys are the same. I've had over the years done this, and you get to a certain point and they go, well, can't help you with that. It's just annoying and frustrating because you get so far, but you can't get any further. This is going to be exciting, and we're all looking forward to finding out who the priority placements are so that we can get ourselves in as quickly as possible. So bear with everything. It's coming. Don't worry. There'll be plenty of spaces for everybody. Just as I said, pick and choose who you would like to work with. It's going to be as simple as that. So take care, everyone. Go on, Pete. Sorry.
Just add a little bit more to that. This is a gift. Do not waste the gift. Spend the time. It's going to change your life. Spend the time. Work on yourself. Better yourself. And we'll see you at the other end.
Well said, sir. Thank you for joining us today. We'll be back again next Tuesday. But don't forget, Red's Lives and also Heroes on a Sunday. And and the OTech Pros on Saturday, the day that I can't do. Thanks for that, Cole. Anyway, cheers, guys. Enjoy your evening.